First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kwadash, and double honors to those great millstone, while lunch is truth, and also to those elect that is scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great, powerful lesson, the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the type of day lesson is more calamities. So I like to say shalom to all our listeners and learn. Hope this help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, I have a couple of news articles, but we'll start here first with this one by NTV. And it said, Broken Bow declares emergency after power plant explosion. Let's get a little bit more. It says here, Broken Bow, Nebraska. It said, the city of Broken Bow declared an emergency Thursday morning following a citywide power outage caused by an explosion at the municipal power plant. The explosion occurred just before 6:30 a.m. at the plant located in the 800 block of South B Street, according to city officials. It says City Administrator David Smith described the incident as a catastrophic system failure and said they believe the explosion was electrical in nature, leading to the widespread outage. It says at approximately 6:17 this morning, an explosion occurred at the municipal power plant located in the 1800 block of South B Street in Broken Bow, said Mason Holmes, a Broken Bow paramedic, EMT. So emergency crews from multiple agencies, including the Broken Bow Fire Department, said Broken Bow Ambulance Service, and Miller Volunteer Fire Department. Let's see, we'll pass some of this up. It says Smith added, said it's our current belief that the fire was electrical in nature. So obviously the investigation could lead us down a different path, but that's what we're currently operating under. It said the two city employees inside the plant at the time of the explosion sustained minor injuries and were transported to the Jenny M. Mayhem Medical Center as a precaution. So we see it right here. That's all we're gonna get at this. So this happened when it was sub freezing temperature. So a lot of people was without power, had no heating, no lighting. So a lot of these things are constantly picking up. We already know about a lot of these power plant explosions, these food processing, these train derailments, the list go on and on. So it's more calamity, more chaos left and right. And a lot of these things they're not even putting in the news. So one thing about we're not ignorant once again of Satan devices. This man is constantly working under the radar. And also we constantly seeing DJ Donald Trump, which in fact we believe in the spirit that he is neo reincarnated. So we seeing right now he constantly dismantling the government, all left and right, firing people left and right, constantly trying to reshape, to bring forth this new system. And also we know what Elon Musk, what he's all about. And all of a sudden, soon as man get in office, all sorts of hell break loose. Also another airplane incident with American Airlines flight coming from, I think, from New York. It had to be diverted to Rome because of a bomb threat. So these things, one thing behind another, calamities after calamity. So that's exactly what this man wants, that order out of chaos, so he can bring forth his agenda, his plan, his plot. What is that? NWO. So, and also in the news, it's had a milkshake outbreak, a Listeria milkshake outbreak that killed 11 unalive 11 people. So these things are constantly picking up. Also, we know about what happened. These two planes collided just a couple of days ago in Arizona, and also in Toronto, the one that flipped upside down. So these things are constantly happening left and right. More calamities, more tribulation, more woes, more sorrow, more catastrophes left and right. These events are constantly picking up. So now let's get a little bit of this video, if I can get it to play, of this Broken Bow power plant explosion. So you seeing that they're hitting these power grids, and after a while they can be hitting your communication. You know what I'm saying? No power grid, blackouts. You know what I'm saying? EMP attacks. You see where this is going. No water, no food. So it's gonna be all hell is getting ready to break loose, and we're constantly warning you left and right. So now to start this video, if I can get it to play.
I'm Jack Bartlett here in Custer County, where the city of Broken Bow signed an emergency declaration earlier this morning following a citywide power outage due to an explosion at this power plant. According to city officials, the explosion occurred just before 6:30 Thursday morning at the municipal power plant located in the 800 block of South B Street. The city calls it a catastrophic system failure, and city administrator David Schmidt told me they believe the cause of the explosion is electrical in nature and led to the citywide power outage.
At approximately 6:17 this morning, an explosion occurred at the municipal power plant located in the 800 block of South B Street in Broken Bow. Emergency crews from multiple agencies, including Broken Bow Fire Department, Broken Bow Ambulance Service, Myrna Volunteer Fire Department, Sergeant Volunteer Fire Department, Broken Bow Police Department, Custer County Sheriff's Office, the Nebraska State Patrol, and the City of Broken Bow responded following reports of multiple explosions and a subsequent fire.
It's our current belief that the fire was electrical in nature. Obviously, the investigation could lead us down a different path, but that is what we're currently operating under.
Two city employees were inside the plant at the time of the explosion and sustained minor injuries. They were transported to the Ginny M. Melham Medical Center out of an abundance of caution.
Two employees, minor injuries, mostly just out of caution. We wanted to have them checked out.
Schmidt said residents without power should expect to be without power for a while, but did not give an exact time or date. North Park School and Third City Christian Church are also open for those seeking emergency shelter right now. Reporting for NTV News, I'm Jack Bartlett.
So you're seeing these things are constantly picking up left and right. So every day there's something going on. Some type of explosion. Some type of so like let me shut this off right quick. One moment. We'll get it out of here in one moment. So you're seeing right now these things are constantly picking up left and right. So we have another one right here. This one right here just happened. I think it was 2 days ago, 2 hours ago. Let's get this one right quick by American Airlines here. It's another airplane incident. So these planes are dropping left and right. We're seeing it happening at a greater increased level as we speak. So we already know what's getting ready to happen. So what I believe that this is just my opinion, that they're going to ground all flights in America. Nothing coming in and nothing going out. Can't you see the picture? Can't you see what they're getting ready to do? The devil's getting ready to come down with great wrath. So here's another one here by ABC News. It says American airline flight diverted to Rome over possible security issues. So let's get a little bit of this here. It's already said about rumors of a bomb threat, and let's read it right quick. It said, an American airline flight out of New York is diverted to Rome on Sunday over a possible security issue. The airline said in a statement, said American airline flight 992, which departed from JFK, John F. Kennedy International Airport, was heading to India Gandhi International Airport in New Delhi. It says it has landed safely at the Labrado Salakia. little tongue tied on that, but you understand, you see it right there. At this airport, it says told ABC News, you know what I'm saying? Leonardo da Vinci Rome, Valencia Airport. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but we already knowing that, these things are constantly picking up left and right. It says here, safety and security say on our top priorities. Priority says safety and security are our top priority. Salaki, he said, and we thank our customers for their understanding, the airline said in a statement. It says here, a senior official briefed it on the matter, told ABC News a bomb threat was received by an email, but deemed to be unfounded. So we seeing right here, more of these calamities, more events happening every day. A lot of these things they're not putting it in the news, but behind the scene, this man is working warp speed. Like I say, he's constantly getting ready to try to put a lot of things into place. A lot of firing going on at the government. The chiefs, these chiefs of staffs in the military. He already fired a so-called black man, also a so-called white one. These generals, he's reshaping everything. Why this man is doing this, and also we already know that this is going to cause a great economic collapse. We already knowing about these food prices are going up, starting with these eggs and different other products. And talking about an outbreak here, talking about what's going on in China. Also now we have another Listeria outbreak, over here at a nursing home. So I got another report right here. So man, these things are constantly popping, but that's why the Lord has set up a watchman. Let's go hear the news break. That's something I was seeing through the Spirit. And once again, I hope that you will get edified. This is another one right here by Newsbreak. It says here, food safety news. And it says here, Listeria outbreak traced to Sheikh served in a long-term care home has unalived 11. So we seeing right here, now they're talking about the Listeria. This is in a milkshake. So we already knowing about the eggs. We already knowing about the milk now. And also this bird flu. So many things that they keep running at you. So we already knowing how this is shaping up. Remember what happened back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? This pandemic. You know what I'm saying? We seeing that another one is what is shaping up. You know what I'm saying? Full circle. So we already know this man is getting ready to make his move. He's getting ready to put things into place. But really, to tell you the truth, the stage is set. The system is in place. And one thing about it, all they have to do is implement it, to announce it. And one thing about it, you're already talking about rumors of these $5,000 stimulus check, but I believe through the radar that there is going to be universal basic income. He's putting these things into play because guess what? You're not going to have a job very soon because what? They're getting ready to replace everything with this AI takeover, robotics. These things are coming to pass. And also, the main objective is to mass man and machine together. Transhumanism, you know what I'm saying? Going to all lead to that grain of rice. You shall not be able to buy or sell unless you take it under the skin. This new system is coming into play. That's why all these things are coming. Gradually, they'll bring it in, causing all these different chaos, so they can bring forth this new system, this new way of doing things. So let's read a little of this once again. It says here, Listeria outbreak traced to Sheikh served in long-term care homes has unalived 11. It said 11 people has died in a outbreak of Listeria infection traced to supplemental Sheikh served as long-term care facility. So this happened at a long-term care facility, or what you call a nursing home. So they don't give a damn who they bring these things upon. You know what I'm saying? Was this engineered? Was this manufactured? But one thing about it is all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Lord controlled the left-hand side, also the right-hand side. All we must constantly do is trust and believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, regardless of what's going on around the world. The Lord is calling these things to happen. The Lord is visiting the earth He created. Also, we know that our salvation is at the door. We're constantly rejoicing. We're seeing these things are happening left and right. The prophecies are speaking loud and clear. They're not prolonging anymore. We're here. It's at the door. So now, let's start back up. It said the Food and Drug Administration was notified of the outbreak on November the 25th, 2024. So they knew about this several months ago. So, however, the agency did not report the cause of the illness. It said until today. It said the FDA traced back investigation identified that each of the long-term care facilities who supplied invoice information for review from 2024 to the present received a frozen supplemental shake of either Cisco or Laron's Ready Care brands as part of this investigation. So the FDA collected environmental samples and found the outbreak strain of Listeria, according to a notice from the FDA that was released after 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on February the 21st. So we seeing right here that we're constantly seeing that these type of infection, these type of viruses are popping up in your everyday food supply. You know, your milk, your eggs, also your beef and poultry products. We're seeing this happening left and right. Once again, you know, to control the food, control the people. And also we know when the money go, all hell is going to break loose. So we seeing how this is constantly lining up. They have an outbreak over here. They have an increase of disease breaking out over here. All sorts of things are constantly happening. Order out of chaos. And one thing about it, you know, someone died over here, someone was unalive over there. So we constantly seeing how these things are going. And one thing about it, we already know that Satan, which in fact the physical account of Satan is what? The so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's trying to get that advantage. What is that advantage? To make you a petrol slave, that badge of servitude, that grain of rice, the RFD microchip, which in fact is the marker of the beast. You will not be able to buy or sell. We already know about this Neuralink. We already know about, they already have this technology already in place. The stage is set. All things are ready. The men of the Lord will sound like a broken record, but we don't give a damn whether you were here or whether you will forbear. The Lord is showing up with great glory and great power. That's all we worried about. We don't give a damn what this man bring before. We don't care because we already know that this nightmare is almost over. So now, before we start today's video, I have a few more videos. Before we start them, let's look up this word calamity. You know what I'm saying? So let's get a little bit more of that. You know, let's get a little bit deeper understanding what we're looking at here. This is what we're constantly seeing every day. So, you know, calamities with the S on it, that's mean it's plural. So these things are multi, they are multiple every day, just like the birth pain. We're at the beginning of sorrow. We see it, we are here. We are so very excited. So it says here, calamity. So I took a screenshot of it. It said an event causing great and often sudden damage of distress. It said a disaster. So that's what we constantly seeing: distress, disaster. You know, distress of nation. We seeing what nations are rising, getting the nation divided. All sorts of things that have uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of what desperation. Things are constantly what increasing. You know what I'm saying? The outlook, the forecast is looking very dark, very perilous. Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. So now let's get a little bit of a couple of example of calamity, which in fact they are multi-calamities. It says here disaster, catastrophe, it said tragedy, cataclysm. Let's see what else we have here. Crisis, adversity. We're seeing a lot of adversity. We're seeing a lot of what? Crisis. We're seeing a what right here? Tribulation. A lot of tribulation is coming. Great tribulation is coming before our faith. Woe. Woe goes into what? Destruction. So we seen in the first video, we seen that about this in Nebraska, this power plant explosion. You know, was this by design? Was it engineered? One day they saying that it was electric, but they said they're gonna see where it go. They still investigate. Well, one thing about it, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know, this man caused this chaos, and he gonna bring forth his solution. We already know what that solution is. And one thing about it, never trust thy enemy. So it's also, it says here, it says, let's get a little bit more. It said, woe, affliction, evil. It said misfortune. It said accident. It said right here, stroke of bad luck. And there's no such thing as bad luck. If they are all doing the will of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So now, let's start the day's video. You know what I'm saying? We seeing more hell is coming. More events, more calamity, more tribulation. You know, these things will constantly pick up right before what? The great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord is fast approaching. The Lord said, behold, I come quickly. You know what I'm saying? And his reward is with him, the one that fear him, the one that the true believers of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh. Hey, I done talked enough. Let's go to these videos. Let's go here. Salaki. Let's go into the first video, and after the videos, we'll start the lesson, and I hope that you will get edified. Let's go to this first one.
A health warning tonight. Cartons of supplemental frozen shakes sold to nursing homes and other institutions are being recalled. That's because of a deadly listeria outbreak. They affected brands Alliance, ReadyCare, and Cisco Imperial. 11 deaths have been reported while people in 21 states have been sickened.
Good afternoon. I'm Phil Lipoff. We are going to begin with that breaking news about more trouble in the sky. A security concern aboard an American Airlines flight forcing an international response. The flight took off from JFK and it was heading to New Delhi, India, but it was diverted to Rome because of a fake bomb threat received via email. ABC News in Rome as fighter jets flew overhead, escorting the plane to a safe landing. 199 passengers and 15 crew members on board. Authorities screened them all and the plane, now saying the threat was unfounded. Of course, this comes at a time of high alert in the airline industry after several recent crashes, including an American Airlines flight that collided with a military helicopter near D.C. We are gathering additional information, of course, on this, and we'll keep you posted as soon as we get it.
An American Airlines plane had to change course mid-air today, February 23rd, as a result of a possible security issue. Now, American Airlines Flight 292 had left JFK International Airport in New York and was scheduled to arrive at Indira Gandhi International Airport in New Delhi, India. So there are a couple different reports that are coming out. One report is that passengers alerted crew members that there was an explosive device on board. Another report coming out from ABC News was there was an email saying that there was an explosive device on board. So Indian authorities didn't want that plane to obviously come into India until it was checked out. So the pilot contacted authorities, and over Italian airspace, the Italian Air Force escorted the plane into Rome, where they landed safely. There are about 285 people on board, although another source is saying there was 199 passengers on board, along with the crew members. So it's interesting that, different reports are coming out about this. However, everybody has been landed safely. There are no injuries, thankfully. And right now, the story is developing. They're still investigating. However, the threat of an explosive device on board has been found to be unfounded. And they've bussed all the passengers to a terminal where they're all going to be screened before they're able to return to a flight and head over to India. Now, this is the fourth emergency that has occurred over Europe over this weekend alone. So that's alarming. But luckily, this explosive device threat was unfounded. I will keep you updated if any additional information comes out. Please like, follow, and share along so that I can continue to bring you more content. I appreciate you being here.
So we're seeing that one thing behind another is constantly happening left and right. One thing about that's why the Lord said we always got to be watching, you know what I'm saying? Because, these things come upon you unexpected, and also we're watching what's going on in the Middle East. A lot of things are constantly happening. So let's start here first. Michael chapter 2 and verse 1. We'll start here. So we seeing right now the power is in his hand. So right now he's controlling the narrative, but he only have a short season. Right now we're in that short season. We know that he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. That's why we're constantly seeing these things are happening left and right. And one thing about it is that they're gonna constantly increase once again, as we speak every day. That's just like this plant. explosion over there in Nebraska, not even putting it in the news, not even pretty much not saying anything about it, so basically, we already know that America is under attack. So let's start here. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1 said, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Who hands? The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. When you go to Job chapter 9 and verse 24, and who is the wicked? The so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. And right now he constantly devising, these evil, wicked plans, these events that's constantly taking place all around us. Let's read this in the NLT. It said, what sorrow awaits you who lies awake at night, thinking up evil plans? You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out simply because you have the power to do so, but only for a short season. And out about it, he has bound that he cannot pass. So we at the end of this man's rulership. We at the end of this man's a nightmare, his reign of terror. It is almost over. So the vibration is changing. We're in that transition to power. We're seeing it happening left and right. So a lot of people right now still are relaxing in their leads, and this man is moving in warp speed. To make you a petrol slave. It's already started with the northern kingdom. It's getting ready to spill over in the southern kingdom. We constantly warn you, left and right, a time of trouble that we have never seen before. Let's read it once again. Micah chapter 2 and verse 1 said, woe goes into what? To destruction, the calamities, catastrophes, all sorts of things are constantly happening. It said, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. That's why you constantly seeing these, this plant explode. You're seeing this, these, airplanes constantly falling out of the sky, bomb threats, these constantly, all these different outbreaks, Listeria virus, this bird flu, what's this other one? The one over in China, the B5, I think that's what it's called. So many different deals they constantly coming with left and right because what? The power's in his hand. These are not coincidences. This is all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. So now let's go here. Let's go here. I think it's one in Psalms I want to get right quick. Let's go here. Psalm chapter 1. It says here, let's see here. I think I want to get this one right quick. It's just the spirit just led me here. I think I'll go with them. It says here, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. So one thing about it, we already knowing about the counsel of the ungodly. We seeing right now they're at work. But one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to make a mockery of them very soon. It's just something I want to get out of there. It's blessed the man that not walketh. Be not involved in that. Stay away from that. And how do you stay away from that? This wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding. One thing about it is that we seeing right now the counsel of the ungodly right now is working overtime, but the Lord is getting ready to put an end to this very soon. So that's something I want to get. I want to bring that out. Let's see what it says in the NLT. So, the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with the mockers. So that's one thing about it. We got a lot of our people right now going to join hand in hand with these wicked when they bring out these different, this different technology, different things like that. We're not standing in the counsel of the ungodly. We're not even fooling around with this system they're putting into play. We're not ignorant of Satan's device. And one thing about it, blessed is he, that reads us, And one thing about it, we know what time that we're living in, And one thing about it, a lot of our people, they're constantly adding sin to sin. So it's another one, these just things I'm just seeing in the spirit. Let's go here to Second Ezra. Let's go here to Second Ezra chapter 8. Second Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. Let's get this. Many great miseries shall befall them, because what? They're walking in what? Great pride. A lot of our people right now, they don't fear the Lord. They constantly self-will. A lot of things that happen. Let's go back out. It's messing up. But let's try it again. If not, I'll go to another Bible app. Let's see can we get it this time. It's still not popping up. So let's go back out. Let's go to this one. Let's see what it give me here. Okay, we go there. Let's go back out. One moment. Let's see, can we get it once again? 50. See what there we go. It says here, 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50 said, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So one thing about it, we're seeing right now, many great misery shall be done to them in the latter time, in the end time. We're living in the last days right now, shall dwell in the earth because they have walked in great pride. They don't fear the Lord. They're walking in, they leaning on their own understanding, all sorts of iniquity, all sorts of abomination. The love of many is waxing cold. And one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to destroy them. Many great misery, many great sorrow, many great tribulation, many great persecution, many great death and destruction. The Lord is getting ready to bring it for them left and right. And we're seeing these things are constantly picking up. Many is more to come. So let's go here to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs. Just a lesson I'm just doing in the spirit. Proverbs chapter 4. And I think we're around verse 16. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 16. And it reads, said, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So that's exactly what we're seeing, left and right. This mischief upon mischief. They're not sleeping. They're wide awake, constantly bringing forth all these different events, these scenarios, all these different calamities, these cataclysm, left and right. They causing a lot of people to fall. A lot of people gonna get caught up in that evil net. Verse 17 said, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. So that's exactly what they're doing. It constantly, they're bringing forth all these these mischievous devices. They bringing forth, they drink the wine of violence. This man is the bloody deceitful man. And he constantly causing these things to happen. This happened because it does. We had a bomb threat here, or it had an electrical failure here, or it started by some type of high wind. He's gonna come with some bullshit. He's gonna, that's what he's all about. Let's read it once again. Let's get this in the NLT. Let's see how it read in the NLT. Let's go into the NLT. It's something I just want to see how it reads. Proverbs chapter 4. Let's go there. It's just edification. We're here, man. And the Lord is doing a mighty work. The Lord is visiting the earth that He created. Let's see here. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 16. Let's read in the NLT. It said, "For evil people can't sleep until they've done their evil deeds for the day." Said they can't rest until they call someone to stumble. So that's exactly right. This man right here, he's seeing that his days are determined. So what you think he is going to do? He's going to unleash hell upon the earth. Because one thing about it, he had the power to kill. Also, he had the sword for his blessing. This military, his technology. He's getting ready to use it in ways that a lot of people don't know how. He's got a lot of technology that he's getting ready to bring forth, this new fourth industrial revolution. He's going to cause a lot of people to fall. A lot of people going to fall when they take that grain of rice. Let's see here. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 17 said, "For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence." Let's read it in the NLT. Said, "They eat the food of wickedness and drink the wine of violence." Pretty much about the same. But one thing about it, we see it right here. This man is, that's all he do. He's the border of wickedness. Everywhere this man go, death and hell follow him. Like over here, all of a sudden, this plant explosion, wildfire, is causing all sorts of destruction. It's manipulating weather machine. But guess what? It's all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. The so-called white man is only doing the will of the Lord from the left-hand side. You got to understand why all these things are happening. The Lord is constantly bringing forth His system. He's getting ready to bring forth the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. So now, let's get our last and final script. Let's go here to 1 Peter. This right here, just rolling in the spirit. We'll close out here. Tongue back, dried out here. Let's go here. 1 Peter chapter 5, we close out right here. It says here, verse 7, we started at verse 7. 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7, it said, "Casting all your cares upon Him, for he cares for you. Who cares for you? Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord will be a safe haven, a stronghold in these times of trouble. It says here in the NLT, it says, give all your worries and cares to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for he cares about you. He cares about the what? The elect, the true believers of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And one thing about it, the Lord will be with us all the way to the finish line. That's why he said, trust and believe in him. And the Lord is going to do the rest. Verse 8, it said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who he may devour. And one thing about it, when you go into that word devil, it goes into what? Dabalos, you know what I'm saying? Goes into what? A deceiver, an adversary of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And who is that? The so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. I was reading in NLT. It says here, 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8, it said, stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour, to what? To conquer. To put in these facility. I don't want to say too much on it, but one thing about it, this man right here, he's getting ready to unleash hell. But when he do, the Lord is going to unleash hell upon him like he have never seen before. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, he's in for a rude awakening. So one thing about it, we're seeing right now, more calamities are constantly coming left and right. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be more sorrow, more tribulation, more persecution. More of these events are going to be taking place left and right. You know what I'm saying? The men of the Lord, we're constantly being a watchman for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We're standing on our watch, and we'll stand on fire for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of the daily lesson, once again, is More Calamities. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom. Shalom.